Okay, so welcome everybody to our November instalment of the monthly business meeting. We've made it a little bit earlier because of Melbourne Cup next week, the race that stops the nation. It was kind of hard to choose between Halloween or Melbourne Cup. Which holiday or event do we disrupt? But we've chosen to go with today. So hopefully as many people get to join us as possible. And November Member Splendor is the theme for this month. So let's launch into it. There's a couple, there's some really good content this month. I'm really looking forward to it. A couple of good ideas from Renee and Jody as well. Renee's going to share a little bit about his Spoil Yourself promo, which she shared on our group this afternoon. Also, Jody's going to be just recapping on the difference between wholesale customer and wellness advocate, given that that's just come into play. I'm also going to be doing a monthly review on the new oils, and we're going to start off with Copaiba since there's so much buzz going on with that at the moment. We're going to talk about the gifting guide because there's that's exciting. That's going to go on sale tomorrow. And then we've also got a couple of other things that we'll work through as well. So first and foremost, first steps, Team Jody Crowley. Melissa Krestensen, first workshop, and enrolled 4 people this month. Jen Rydell, under Sarah Harvey. She also enrolled 5 people in her first month. Congratulations, Team Jody, on fire. Team Vicky, some first enrollments from Tanya, Catherine, Rebecca, Tegan, and Gabby. Well done, guys. Go Team Vicky. And in Nicole's team, Emily Rossington ran her first co-hosted workshop, and I just got a late submission from Vanessa Tecklenburg. She has 2 new builders, Simone and Katie, which are going off with their events and enrollments as well. So congratulations for you guys. It's often the first steps that are the hardest. It's taking that leap of faith, and it only gets easier from there. So well done. So the monthly wrap, some numbers, 272 enrollments across our organisation, organisational volume. These are just so far. There's still a couple of hours to go in October. And our top enrollers for the month are Kylie Davies, Sasha Hutt, Jill Ford, Sam Follows, Izzy Spears, Jen Rydell, Michelle Moulier, Tina Gallardi, Liv Reed, and Christy Wilson. So well done, guys. And we've had 2 amazing rank advancements there from Sarah Harvey and Cheryl Outred with the colourful purple wings. You guys that are in the room, everything's going to look blue. I don't know what's up with the projector. Everything's blue. If it was green, we would die. So, Renee, welcome to the stage.
Oh, I am.
Renee's up. We're moving fast, baby. Got lots to go through.
Oh, there's chocolate here at the stand. Is this for people that present?
Yep. What's up?
Okay. So, this afternoon I just decided to start this promo that's going to be next month. So I highly recommend that you encourage everyone on your team to participate, because not only is it going to generate volume for them, but then also yourself as well. So, and I guess it kind of gets people excited about the oils, because once they've tried them, we know that they're going to want to order more and use more of them. And then they're going to get excited, tell their friends and family, and then most likely it's going to generate more workshops and events for all of you for next year as well. So think about the long term, that this is going to gain all of us from participating. So great to see there's lots of people already tagging their sharers and builders, in the, in the post. So it's really easy. All you have to do is ask or find at least 5 people that want to participate. I've even put a sample script there for you that you can send out via email, text message, whoever you want, to your friends or family, or maybe some people that you've come across in workshops that still haven't committed to enrolling in a wholesale account yet. So it's designed for people that don't have wholesale accounts. So all you have to do is send them these 6 samples. So on day 2, you'll notice that there's wild orange and peppermint that are both used. And then on the other 4 days, there's just 1 oil. So 6 samples altogether. And you can send them via post or drop them off to their house, depending on where they are. And remember that this is also designed for you to be able to reach people on a global access. So around the whole entire world and Australia, because you can easily post them. So yes, think outside of where you live, because it can be accessed anywhere, because it's going to be all online. But pretty much send them the samples and then print off the instructions that I've put underneath the files tab in the group. So it's pretty much instructions saying, you know, this is what's going to be on day 1. Well, there it is there actually on the screen. So day 1, lemon, day 2, peppermint, wild orange. So you'll find a sheet that you can just cut them up. There's 3 to a sheet. Add them to the event page, and then the education will begin. So what I'm going to ask is suggestions for people to suggest to me what they think we should educate people on those 5 days. Obviously the oil, we want to tell them a little bit more. So maybe things like co-impact sourcing, obviously the LRP and best ways to get your oils, maybe some little promos that we could do as well, some giveaways of oils. And then at the end, some type of enrollment offer. So the good thing is next month that they'll have the 50 PV points as something that they'll get for if they enroll. But then they might even do another free oil next month. If not, we could probably all come to an agreement where we all supply maybe 1 oil if they get a kit or something like that to their enrollees. But the page is just going to be sharing our love about doTERRA, pretty much. So open to any suggestions on that. And it's pretty simple, but it's pretty much just the same as you would usually be sharing samples with people, but doing it together collectively as a team. So I know some people said they had like 300 people in their event on the group that I was watching of some other people that have done this around Australia, and said how much success they've had, because who doesn't want to be spoilt for 5 days with the oils? So, and you'll notice at the bottom it says questions, contact me. That's for you to write your number or email there for them to contact you.
And if you use the Adobe Reader for the file that Renee uploaded to the group, then that's an actual field that you can pre-populate before you print it out, so you're not there writing your name
yes,
number.
you can type out your contact phone number and email instead of handwriting it, even though it's not too many times.
3 per page?
Yeah, 3 per page is the way that it's been designed.
You just have to make sure you use Adobe Reader to be able to fill in that questions, contact me part down the bottom.
And I still need to create the event, but I'll get onto that ASAP.
So is the event going to have like day by day oils?
Yep. See how it says day 1 lemon? So I might even get not just myself to talk, but other people to talk on the group. So it's going to be one shared group, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, whether, you know, I get Valentina to talk one day or Jodie to talk one day, or maybe we'll just see who's interested.
That would be a great idea to just have engagement from the people we're giving oils to as well, to see, you know, different people.
And when will your day 1 start?
Absolutely.
Like how long do we have to post it?
Exactly. And even with those live videos, we can also post pictures and information of ways to use oils in that post as well. So yes, think globally, everyone, globally, as well as around the nation of who you could reach out to for this. And we've got plenty of time to prepare, but I would do it ASAP within the next week, start already posting things out and getting organised. Deep Blue Rubs, if you really can't access the US part within the next week, then reach out to someone on the group and say, okay, who wants to collaborate with me to do a US order to get the Deep Blue Rub samples? I think they work out to be, I don't know, I think it's around $4 a box or something for 10. They're not very much. Yeah, they're super cheap.
Yeah, so you could easily do it.
I'm just off the top of my head with that, but just if everyone wants to put in, I guess, a postage together and... Yeah, it's 0 PV anyway, the Deep Blue Rubs. And what was the last thing I was going to say? And you notice that it's designed so that it's oils around the Essential Collection Kit, besides obviously the balance, because the Deep Blue, yes, rub is there, but it's cheaper to give a sample of that than what it is to give a sample of the Ice Blue oil. So let's go. Because obviously at the end we'll be promoting the 150 uses for those kits and how to use them. So I'll leave that there. Did you have a question? The dates, I can't remember off the top of my head.
21st to the 25th.
It's Tuesday, yes, the 21st of November to Saturday the 25th that the event's going to be live. So it's 5 days of posting and live videos in that event about different doTERRA things.
So they don't start it till then?
That's right. So they can't actually start their samples until then. But it's okay to still give them the samples a week before the event starts or 2 weeks, because the more organised you are, the better.
Yeah,
So
the earlier you get them, the better.
So you're giving us 3 weeks to send them out.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
3
Yep.
weeks to make them up and send them out.
London to New Zealand.
Yes.
Perfect.
So
That's where you'll be there. Yeah.
That's when I'll be there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jodie's up next.
Okay, Jodie, I've talked long enough.
Thanks, Jodie.
Oh, before that, I just wanted to thank everyone so much for the Essential Oil Expo. Everyone who helped set up on the day, pack up. I couldn't have done it without you. I was just saying to Valentina before that I almost wasn't going to do it because I was thinking, oh my goodness, like I'm not going to have time to organise this because we were away for most of the month before. And I'm glad that everyone was able to help out with everything, because otherwise without all of your help and support, it wouldn't have happened. And all I've had is great feedback from all the people that received all the prizes. They've given just positive feedback, all of them, which I guess they're happy because they're receiving a prize. But
maybe a little biased. Free stuff like that. You're the best.
it was the best day ever. But we're going to send out a little...
Prize. She was thrilled.
Who, sorry?
One of my clients yesterday,
Oh,
she
good.
got a prize. We were just chatting before the session.
Was she the hair care?
Yeah, and she said,
Ah, yes. Perfect. Yeah, I dropped them off to her house.
yeah, she loves it.
Oh. And there will be one next year. If everyone can please leave in this event for tonight's business meeting some ideas of where we could have it next year. It would be awesome to have another surf club, maybe one that's bigger than Wombrel Surf Club, because it's a nice view, but I'm open to anything because it's going to be even bigger next year because it's been a year. True, Boca Surf Club is big. That could be a possibility. All right, I'll let Jodie talk about the difference between wholesale customer and wellness advocate. What do you mean?
You drew on it. You did.
How did I draw for that?
I don't know. That's going to be there for the rest of the time. That's fine.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hello. Can't see anyone, so I feel like I'm just talking to a camera. Anyway.
You can see us.
So, I'm talking about wholesale customer versus wellness advocate. So, I don't know if you guys have seen, if you've enrolled somebody in the last, wouldn't have even been
the 24th.
of October.
Yeah, so last week.
Okay, so only last week. So since the 24th of October, you'll notice that it's not, when you enroll someone, it used to be wellness advocate and preferred member. That's now changed to wellness advocate and wholesale customer, which they were going to bring in from June this year, but it's taken them a little bit longer. So we did educate about this back then, but we'll just recap today. So wellness advocate is pretty much still the same as what it is now, but the wholesale customer is very different to preferred member, I guess. So, don't know if you can see, there's a little quick reference table or chart that we're going to go through that's on the PowerPoint. And Byron has kindly highlighted the reds there, which is the differences. So in terms of enrollment fees, the discount that you get, that's the same whether you join with either one.
Mostly just the differences is the main thing we're going to recap on.
Yeah, so wholesale customer, they're not eligible to participate in enroller promos. So things like the Uluru incentive trip that's on at the moment, they can't participate in that, or the Jasmine and Rose promotion, which is where you enroll so many people and you get those, or you can earn those oils. They don't have access to their own personal website. They can't have a downline, so you can't build under them at all, even if they turn around and say, I want to build, until they're upgraded to a wellness advocate. And that's when you can start putting people under them and building. So, yep, they can't enroll people and they don't have a tax ID.
For Australia, that's an ABN registered at silver and above, just that translation between
Okay.
tax ID and
Tax ID is ABN.
So it's like in the States, social security, like that's just kind of our version.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Just States it's tax ID, Australia it's ABN.
Yeah. So they're not building anyway, so they shouldn't need to have a business ABN.
Who wants to make a cup of tea? The kettle's in the corner. Do you want to boil it, mate?
So over to the next slide. The benefit of joining as a wholesale customer is that you still get your initial 14-day move, so you can move that person under a different sponsor within 14 days of enrolling them. But if they stay a wholesale customer for 90 days, then you upgrade them to a wellness advocate. So after 3 months, they decide, actually, yeah, I do want to share the business with people or the oils with my friends. If it's after 90 days, they'll need to upgrade to wellness advocate to have people be put under them so they can actually enroll people. And that means that you get 14 days to move that person within your structure. So if I enroll them...
What are you, a mermaid or a ghost?
Oh, who was that?
Hmm?
No.
All right. Can you tell the girls it's time to clean teeth, please?
Delicious.
There you
Can you close that screen?
Oh.
So if I enroll the person and put them in my tree, if I'm the enroller, then I can move them wherever I want. And then after 90 days, if they decide they want to build, they can upgrade for free to a wellness advocate, and I'll have another move. So if I put them in a spot where I think, is not the greatest spot, I can then go, wow, this person's really motivated. I might move them to my top line because I want to create a fourth leg, or I'll move them into a space where, we need a sharer or builder to build a leg. If you upgrade before the 90 days, you don't get the extra move, the extra 14-day move. So that's why it's a bit of a gamble, I guess, to go wholesale customer way, because they have to wait out that 3-month period before upgrading to get the extra move. A wholesale customer can't resell products. Does that mean like at markets? So just
in
general.
Customer is actually really bad.
I know, that's one thing I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like it makes it harder to build a tree because you're not.
It is.
I'll give her a little summary.
I was going to say, I can do it. And just
I guess what a better option would be to put enroll someone as one's advocate unless they say they don't want to.
Yes, exactly.
Otherwise, there's no point.
And
Because if one way to enroll people is to say, I can put all these people under you.
Yeah.
Why would they?
Yeah. Let Jodie finish. Right.
do you want me to keep going? Seems like everyone is anti-wholesale customer in here.
Boo!
Should I keep telling you about the wholesale customer? So if you do
Now say the cons.
if you do enroll someone as a wholesale customer, it'll still help you qualify for volume. It'll still help you qualify for ranks and promotions. Yeah.
That's cool. The next slide is just the
I think
that process on the end.
So this is what it'll look like now when you enroll someone. So they've actually switched it around to kind of, I don't know what the purpose of that is. So it'll automatically be on wholesale customer. So you have to physically change it now to wellness advocate, whereas before you didn't have to. So just be very mindful. I think Byron and Renee are pretty keen on still going along and keeping everyone as a wellness advocate just as it's been, and you just get the 14 days. And you know, if you need help with placements of where to put someone,
There's a pretty big reason why we say that.
I'll summarise it.
always just go to your upline and ask for some assistance if you need that. So I hand over to Byron so he can explain,
Can I explain why?
or Renee, the reason why.
The only reason why, so we went down and did Paul and Vanessa's training down in Sydney with structuring. So it sounds amazing, this whole new thing. But if you're someone that's going along to a workshop and enrolling people in their names, so say if you said to the host, all right, you get 20% of what they buy, you can only keep the wholesale customers on their top line. You can't structure them down in a line. That's the downside of having a wellness advocate account.
No.
Wholesale account, sorry, wholesale customer, you know what I mean? That's the downside, because you can't structure them down. So you know how lots of us are doing the tap routing, and then you're waiting for builders to come up depending on when you're building down the line. So once you have a wholesale customer account there, you can never put anyone else below them. It just flatlines it, which means that your tree is going to start becoming flat. Unless you have a really established tree and you can move people, you know, 7 levels down, 8 levels down, then it would work for those people. But that's why Byron and I are not going to be doing it unless they're a business or someone that's definitely like, nah, definitely not doing this as a business, just want to be a customer, and then you put them deep in your tree. So keep that in mind for those people like us that are doing where they're enrolling in a host name at the event.
And if the host is a wholesale customer, they can't have an event in the first 3 months.
Exactly.
They can't even enroll anyone.
Yep, the host can't have an event.
If they want commission.
And they have to pay to upgrade it as well. So keep that in mind.
No, it's a free upgrade.
Sorry, they have to upgrade.
Okay, so
That's probably really confusing for everyone.
yeah. So in
Because we weren't on the same page.
So in short, if you do enroll someone as a wholesale customer, you can upgrade them easily through their wholesale account. There's an option for that. It's really clear to follow. Keep enrolling people as wellness advocates, in short. It just provides an opportunity for people to wake up, because you're putting them in a structure where they can potentially earn money. If they're a wholesale customer, they can't earn money. There's no opportunity to wake up to the opportunity that doTERRA presents. So my advice, use Wellness Advocate unless you come up with a strategy where you can educate people who aren't open to the Wellness Advocate account. Majority of the time, you're going to be enrolling people and processing the orders anyway, or the enrollment orders, and you will be the one that's selecting Wellness Advocate, right? It's only people that have blocks around the word Wellness Advocate and aren't explained what the potential is of earning, etc. Keep on using Wellness Advocate. So Jody had this fantastic idea. Thank you, Jody. Jody does give me lots of good ideas about sharing some information about all the new oils on a monthly basis. And I thought that I would share some information on Copaiba, and I'm going to go away, arrow options, clear, visible, hidden. Yeah. I'm going to share some information about Copaiba, and then I'm going to invite people from our team to present on some of the new oils. So there'll be neroli and jasmine and rose and all the new beautiful oils. So stay in tune for that. So it's an opportunity for people to present and learn a little bit more. This is the best way to learn, one of the best ways is to teach people. So Copaiba, it's composed of 4 species of Copaiba, which is sourced from Brazil. At the present, Copaiba is actually unavailable, but it's going to become available again on November 7th. And like some of the other rare and desired oils like Melissa and Roman chamomile, they'll be limited to 1 essential oil per account. So, don't worry about letting her in. She's too... Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to let the dog in. Yeah, of course you can. So one Copaiba per account. So the primary per month. So the way that Copaiba works is through the endocannabinoid system. So I didn't even know an endocannabinoid system existed within our bodies, but we do. This is largely composed of our nervous system and how our nervous system functions, and this is how exocannabinoids, external cannabinoids, interact with our internal or endocannabinoid system. And they are responsible for two main known systems, and they are the CB1 and the CB2 systems. So the CB1 is primarily responsible for thermal radiation, energy, appetite, and the CBD oil interacts directly with CB1 receptors in the central nervous system. So CBD is our cannabinoid oil. And just to give you an idea of the three main types of exocannabinoids, we've got the cannabidiol, which is CBD, and that's the one that directly interacts with our CB1. I did have another slide in here that actually said CB1. This is it, CB2. Anyway, you're gonna have to go off what I'm saying. So the CB1, it is mostly our brain and our central nervous system. Yeah. CB2, it mostly is composed, and this is just the two known endocannabinoid systems. We don't know the body's entire functions. We're still finding things out, like that we have lymph nodes that run through our scalp. Like we're only just recently finding these out. They're so microscopic. The lymph system goes all the way through the head. We've only just found these out in the last 2 years. So CB2 system primarily impacts the glandular system, so our endocrine and our immune system. And an example of how our endocannabinoid system works is the runner's high. So when you hit the wall and you get that runner's high, when you're just telling your body to keep on going, and what that essentially is it's your endocannabinoid system protecting our tissues and protecting our body's functions by giving us that sense of elation and allowing our bodies to move further. That could be viewed in a couple of different perspectives of being a good or a bad thing. You can be the decider around that, but that's just just try to provide an example of how our endocannabinoid system works within our body. So THC, or tetrahydrocannabinol, this is the illegal extract or version of cannabis oil. So this directly interacts with the CB1, so our brain and our central nervous system primarily. And so it does produce a psychoactive and hallucinogenic effect, and it's illegal. So there is a legalization around that going on, but we have our third type, which is beta-carophenylene, and this is where Copaiba comes in, and this has the CB2 cannabinoid, and it directly interacts primarily or only, with the CB2 system. So that's our endocrine and our immune system. It doesn't interact with our CB1, which is our brain and our central nervous system. It's readily available, and it's proven to directly interact with that CB2 system. So these are some of the benefits of Copaiba. Liver antioxidants, cardiovascular, the immune response. Most of our immune system is in the gut and our endocrine system, our glandular system, digestive support, also neurological function as well. So you'll see some testimonials that'll come around with people with things like MS and muscular dystrophy, etc., supporting these people. Also respiratory function as well.
How can it support the neurological if it doesn't act on the brain and the nervous system?
because we have a neurological system that spans beyond the brain and the central nervous system. And our nervous system, it goes throughout our entire body, and it resides primarily with endocrine and CB2 endocannabinoid system, which our glands go everywhere in our body. That's the system it primarily interacts with. So it does, yeah. It sounds a little backwards. Well, how does it work if it's like on these nervous system related systems, if it's not impacting on our CB1, which is our brain and our central nervous system?
So it impacts neurologically, but not in a psychotic way.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
THC,
That's right.
psychotic, so
Yeah, or hallucinogenic.
hallucinogenic.
Yeah.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it can be used to help people to come off,
Yes.
those.
Yeah, so there are a couple of other oils that do have endocannabinoid properties. One of them primarily is black pepper, which has 26% endocannabinoids. This is used for addictions. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was good for smoking, like nicotine. But
Yeah.
for marijuana too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So any sort of addictions.
Any addiction.
Renee, you're taking Copaiba daily.
So black pepper and Copaiba would be good together.
Good combination, yeah, absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
hemp seeds are good too.
Yeah, cool. Awesome, that makes sense, eh?
Compare, because isn't that kind of in the middle of marijuana and Copaiba?
Hemp, so hemp is basically a version, it is marijuana, but it's it doesn't have the THC in it, or it has a lot less. And it's primarily produced for fabrics and things like that. Yeah, rope, textiles. Yeah, there's so many uses for hemp. It's like the unsung hero. It was used so widely for so many things, and we really need to start using it again. That is a completely separate topic that doesn't involve oils, but fight for the rights. All right. So internal application. So this is going to be one of our more popular ways to use Copaiba, especially in combination with frankincense for some of these inflammation issues that we're seeing that we can help people with. So everyone knows what I'm saying, inflammation, what that means, and what we use frankincense for. So you can use it in veggie caps, and we can put it under our tongue, and we could even use it for digestive support. So in terms of neural excitability, so supporting our nervous system and neural function, topical application is most effective. So we can apply that directly to the affected area. So it could be, sciatica or something like that, where you've got like a nervous system function. You can also combine it with blue tansy or cedarwood for skin and tissue support.
Is ECM like eczema or something?
Yes, that's a root cause for like a skin condition like eczema.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, no. ECM, sorry, endocrine, or I think that's something to do with the endocannabinoid something. I'm not sure what that last. I'm sort of guessing here, but judging on what Dr. Hill said at convention, and all of these notes and slides are taken from the US convention. He did say that cedarwood supports the skin at a more cellular, deeper root cause level, whereas blue tansy will support and relieve skin irritations.
Is Copaiba safe during pregnancy as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Just thinking about all the things
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not just.
Oh, great way to break the news, Claire.
No, I'm just thinking I know the people at the moment that are.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah, there you go. I don't have Copaiba.
Yes. So aromatic application, it's not going to be one of the more popular and commonly used ways for Copaiba. I think it smells a little bit like mouse wee. I had mice when I was a kid. Who here agrees with Byron? 1, 2. Come on, Jody. Be on my team. Okay, Jody's on my team too. Anyway. It doesn't smell amazing, but there are some aromatic benefits. You can see them on the screen. Okay, that should have been at the start. But anyway, my PowerPoint decided to crash right at the end. Copaiba, it is good. Actually, no, this is the right slide. So these are the main 3 things. Immune support, yeah? When our immune is compromised, we can use Copaiba. Inflammatory response, use Copaiba.
Eating.
And reduction of tissues and neurological excitation, Copaiba.
Neurological excitation, is that hyperactive?
No, so conditions where our neurological and nervous system is out of balance. I mentioned some of them before, MS. Yeah, exactly. I would say so, yeah. That's just a guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So there's Copaiba. It's going to be awesome. Was that informative? Did everybody get information about Copaiba, how we can use it? Cool. It's interesting because I know you guys want to know more about the science and how the oils work, but just remember to try and say this at an intro workshop is a no-go zone. Like, there will be 1 or 2 people you can talk to afterwards that may be interested. Oh, how does it? And then you can share it. That's when you share that information. You don't go in and say, the body's composed of 2 endocannabinoid systems, the CB1 and the CB2. Like, I don't care. I just want to smell the oils, taste them, and put them on.
Yeah. Just what movies and food.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the common things when we ask people, what did you want to get out of today? I came for the food. Thanks for your honesty. So the mentoring program, after some feedback on that. Those who have done it or started it, I'm going to send you an email because they've got all your contacts. No, I'm not going to spam you, I promise. I'm just going to send you a survey just to say, hey, what do you think? Where can we improve? Because it is something that, we want you guys to get the most out of. So please respond to that. And also please use the program as well. If you haven't actually seen the mentoring program, you haven't tested it out, this is designed to save time. It's designed to save you guys time, right? Like, we want to provide a platform, some information for you guys to be able to launch yourself and launch your team with grace and ease. And it's designed just to automatically send out to people, and you just catch up with them weekly and just say, reflection, what do you think? What are the questions? Let's set some goals. Let's get the wheels in motion. It's a really good way to sort people out who are serious and who isn't as well. What's Haley Hobson, the double presidential diamond from the US, Grand Poobah of the doTERRA world, she calls it throwing people into the soup, and see who comes out of the soup, because you can be there just nursing people through everything. Okay, so have you thought about a why? And then it takes like 2 years to come up with a why, and you're investing a lot of time into people that aren't being diligent and being committed and being serious about doing something. So it really helps you in find out who's committed, who's actually doing the things that you need to do. So a couple of other things. The convention incentive. Who's keen? Woo! Who's coming to convention? Bendy's on the fence? Don't know. So if you're on the fence about convention and you want to know a little bit more about what it is about, it's for everyone from people who just use and love the oils to people who share and build a business. There's great information that's shared about the oils, about the business and everything. Sorry, there's just a chat here. Yay! Claire's going to convention. When is it available to us? I'm not sure when Kylie asked that question. So that's Copaiba. Kylie just asked about when is Copaiba available for us. We don't know when it's going to be available in Australia. And Claire is coming to convention. Woohoo! So the incentive is open to the entire team. So this includes Margie's team as well, because Margie is a diamond in our team, and she does her own business meetings and is very independent, and she's a diamond as well. So she has the financial backing and a team that's capable of supporting themselves essentially. But we're both using the same incentive registration form and Facebook group and all that sort of stuff. So we're all combined together like that. But the funding of the tickets being paid for, half of full, is coming from Renee and I and Margie and some of her leaders. I'm not sure exactly which ones are the leaders, but that's who's going to be funding your tickets if you guys rank events or have people that do events. So there's the two things that we're encouraging people to do that'll help you, will help us, and get people along to the most inspiring thing you can do for the year, pretty much. Early bird tickets end tonight, $125. Then they go up to $150. And then they go to $200 as of next year. Accommodation details, I've just got down the bottom here. And the events that are surrounding the convention. So the convention goes for 2 days, 9th and 10th, but there's always heaps of really powerful events like emotions workshops, One Tree, Silver and Above. There's going to be Dr. Susan Lawton as well. So I will post all those details in that group and invite all you guys who are coming along in that Facebook group.
Dr. Hill's coming?
I don't know for certain, but I'd say yes. So yeah, I can't encourage you guys enough to get your tickets now and register in the incentive, because there's no ramifications. You don't get penalized if you don't make the criteria. You may as well just put your name in, and I'm not going to throw oregano in your face or anything. It just means that you don't get your ticket, half your ticket paid for, but you can still join in the group. There's no penalties or anything. I just want people there. That's the whole idea behind this. So please get your tickets and register.
It's selling pretty quick too, isn't it?
Yeah, so it does sell out. And Gala is nearly sold out. So people who want to come to Gala, this is a celebration for mostly diamonds and above. They get to walk the purple carpet, and you have a little. It's when you first hit diamond. We're old news. So unless we go blue diamond, then we get to walk the purple carpet, which we're going for. We're putting it out there, working towards it. Yeah, I'm confident. Exactly. This is why we're empowering and helping you guys. Yeah. It's in our best interest to do that. And, that's one of our primary things. That's our intention is to bring abundance and success to our team. We want that for other people.
We want it too.
It's part of my mantra. So events and promotions. We just talked about the convention. The 50-50 thing is still runs into November. One thing I haven't put on here is the Uluru incentive. We've also got our Premier Club, which is coming to a close as well. We were running that in line with the Uluru incentive. The Uluru incentive is you get your points based on enrollments and LRP. So if you just focus on those two things, then you get to go to Uluru, right? and they'll announce winners to the Uluru incentive at the end of November. So that's why we did Premier Club to the end of November. So there's one more month of that to go. Thank you so much to everybody who's been diligent in doing their tally sheets and getting their numbers in. You're going to get rewarded for it. So that's awesome. And these are just a couple of events that we have coming up. I'm doing an emotions webinar in a couple of nights. We're also doing our first chakras Facebook class. That's really easy. If you just say you're going on the Facebook event, then discussion and posts will be posted in there, and you can just chime in and out as you please. But that goes for an hour from 8:30 to 9:30. Sorry, 8 till 9:30 till 9. It should be 8:30. 8 till 9. A couple of other intro workshops, and just remember, you guys, if you're not hosting workshops or doing your own events, feel free to invite as many people to our workshops and our events, and tell us who you're sending or who you're bringing, and you enroll them in your names. So please take advantage of that. Also doing Aroma Touch training on the 21st. That should be 9 a.m, not 9 p.m. We're not doing a midnight Aroma Touch. It would be interesting. So that's just our intro workshop with a focus on spring remedies. So allergy protocols and stuff like that. Renee's going to be running those two here on those dates. I don't have the November oil promos yet because it's not November yet. So just a reminder to keep an eye out on doterraeveryday.com.au. That's where you guys will get your promo information. It's handy for me to tell you, but it's also handier for you to know where to go and to tell your teams. So I would like to leave you with my mantra that I've recently taken up since reading Gay Hendricks' The Big Leap. Great book, highly recommend it. And I use this whenever, like multiple times through the day, especially if I catch myself engaging in a habit or a thought that isn't serving me well, and I might be worried about money or hitting blue diamond and things that I need to piece together to make it all happen by the goal that we want it to happen. And I remind myself, is that serving me well? Probably not. And I bring myself back to I expand in abundance, success, and unconditional love, I like to say, instead of just love, as I inspire those around me to do the same. And that's really, I really encourage you guys to adopt this as well, because that's essentially what we're doing in this community. We're encouraging people to rise in consciousness. It's not just about the oils. The oils are great catalysts to allow people to wake up, but it's just such a big holistic growth path that we're all involved on, and shining the light for everybody who's open to see the way. So yeah, keep on shining your light, guys. You're doing a fantastic job. So that concludes our meeting for this evening. I'm going to open up for questions, and our next meeting will be on December 5th. The intention's still out there. Let's go Blue Diamond. We're doing it. It is a team effort, that's for sure. For those who are watching,
when you get there, you have to have a big party.
Oh my gosh.
Why don't you hire, Renee's not here. Why don't you hire a surf club?
I think so.
Surf clubs.
Yeah. Multiple surf clubs.
Yeah.
So for those who are joining us online and who are watching this recording, thank you so much. And I'm just going to open up the channel for questions online and in person.
I have a question.
Thanks, guys.